Hi everyone. It goes without saying that FPL is an addictive game. The reality is that you need coping mechanisms to sustain you from August to May for the sake of your own mental health. And when it comes to mental health, it's a topic that needs to be addressed a lot more by content creators, if I'm being perfectly honest. So, from my side, here are 4 general tips that I hope can help you throughout the season. Number 1, be sure to set realistic goals. You're not going to hit every one of your FPL goals for a given season, and in this day and age, you may not even come close to winning any of your mini leagues. You need to be practical in what you're looking to achieve. This is all the more true if you regard yourself as a seasoned manager. None of us are experts in the true sense of the word, and we're all prone to suffering from a below par season or a bad run of form here and there. An achievable aim could be winning a small mini league or aiming to finish in the top 1% of the overall rankings. I'm glad I've been able to achieve the latter on multiple occasions, and to be frank, this is one of my motivations at the start of each season. Number 2, keep it super simple. You may be prone to burnout if you plan heavily in advance but then fail to achieve your goals with the desired amount of fantasy points or overall rank. You also don't need to overcomplicate things by signing up to dozens of random subscription services or get lost inside a monochrome sea of spreadsheets. Is it really worth consuming too much content? Of course not. Have some sort of strategy, but be prepared for unexpected events in FPL. Plan within reason and be aware of potential pitfalls. Be flexible in your approach and consume knowledge from trustworthy sources, but never overload yourself with content. You're in charge of your own FPL team. Ultimately, do what you deem is best and not what someone from social media is ranting on about. After all, there are multiple points of failure and no single source of truth when it comes to FPL opinions. Number 3, take a break if you need to. I became addicted to FPL as I found it fun. It should be a window into the world of fantasy and escapism, away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. If you're not finding it fun, take a break immediately. If you're really fed up with FPL and are only playing it as your friends are playing it, stop. There's no harm in saying no. I took a small break from FPL content creation not that long ago. In fact, I found it very beneficial and it freed up time and allowed me to concentrate on far more important things. If you can't recharge your FPL batteries during the off-season, take more time out and do what's best for you. Number 4, focus on your mental and physical health. In some ways, this may link to the previous point, but without you having to stop playing FPL. Don't let those pesky red arrows get you down. They don't mean much at all in the wider context of things. You may see countless FPL managers sharing their ridiculously high scores on your social media timelines, and it may make it appear to you that you did terrible in comparison, but don't let that echo chamber fool you. Hardly anyone is going to share their fantasy football failures, so the better scores will always be more inflated in comparison, and more so when you see the actual average for the week. Use your time wisely. If your health permits, consider exercising rather than sitting aimlessly waiting for the game to update or watching a pointless football match on TV. You can achieve so much more with your fitness if you invest time properly than worrying about a make-believe game that you have limited control over. Finally, remember that for every bad game week, there's a good game week. For every injury time clean sheet wipeout, there's your differential hauling for your team. Dealing with reality should trump fantasy, always. You catch my drift? Of course you do. Now go on and be the change you wish to see. Take care and all the best.